I'm blown away right now. Like, I'm completely blown away. Like, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Cataclysm's Quickening, Chapter 4, Act 4, Into the Deep Water Murk. The open day has finally arrived. This is undoubtedly a good chance to find some information. You and Paimon plan to act and search for clues in the fortress of Meropide. Now, this kind of kicked off at the end of Act 3. It's almost like it wanted to cut the act in half and they couldn't find a good stopping point. And it kind of just kicked off at the end of Act 3, like automatically. So we're gonna go and do some investigating and see what is going on with Childe out here in Fontaine, because who knows what that boy's doing.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Ooh, we're gonna do some eavesdropping. Okay. Eavesdropping. What are they gonna say? Shh.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Probably not.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. Or marked for life.
Look, honestly, I'd almost rather stay down here. You get food, right? You put in a little bit of work. It's not that bad. I feel like it's not that bad. You have your own currency. You basically have like your own like little city down here. I don't think it's that bad.
I don't buy that.
I'm just saying. Now, I wouldn't want to go to jail in real life. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Oh, that's from the prophecy, right?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
They're gonna fight.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me.
I agree. I kind of agree.
Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld.
Yeah. Well, all they gotta do is just eat somebody else's cake. They can get 45 days. Just like us. That's all you gotta do. Go and eat a little slice of cake that doesn't belong to you. 45 days in jail. Boom. Done.
Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Oh yeah, that's true. I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true. There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
Ooh, more eavesdropping.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Who? Where? Nobody? Nothing? Don't look at me. No, we're not here. We're ghosts.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable right now.
Hey,
A little,
pretend like
just
it's
a little.
okay for them to just interrupt us like that.
Right, looking at us.
Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
That's right, you are.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Oh, you do? We're famous? How did you learn about us? Were we in the newspapers? I mean, look. Honorary Knight of Favonius, okay? Crime Stopper in Leeway, all right? Took down a Shogun, First Sage of Buer, all right? Lead detectives in Fontaine. And attorneys, okay? Ace attorneys.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle, that's a word you don't hear very often. It was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh?
I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm
You have a
Quisto,
gang?
and this is Lavaroon.
Lavaroon.
People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
That is a great way to introduce yourself. We blow minds down here. Not actually blow things up. We just blow people's minds with the info that we got.
So,
Bombshell
you
Bros.
really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
I want to be a bombshell, bro. Yes, let us in. Sure, fill us in. Oh my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know?
Oh no.
You should prove you're worthy of it.
What do you want now?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
Okay.
The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Welfare meals. We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
We talking about the mystery
I
meat?
can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Oh my God.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Yeah.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes.
I didn't do anything.
Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Ooh, tell us a bombshell. I'm ready for it. Did Laverne just wink at me? He's saying, don't be upset. He's a good fellow.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The Overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them.
Overworlders.
You've already met
Interesting.
the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
You mean Cake Man?
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
Have I heard that name before? I feel like I have.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
Ooh, what'd he do?
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Ah, interesting. According to Cousteau, a person named Jurio, I can't say these names, frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
Is it me, or are they, do they sound like a bunch of teenage high schoolers, you know, that are caught up in everything? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard such and such slept with such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, I can't get it. High school drama was, yeah, just no.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
See, you guys are trying to start rumors.
Wait a second. You don't think?
You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
See what I mean? High school drama.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
What if they like it rough? They might like it rough, okay? Don't yuck on somebody's yum. So Jurier had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too.
Hey, you over there?
Yes. What can I do for you, sir? Who? Me? What?
Yeah, you.
What do you want?
Hey, do you like playing card games?
Oh, God.
You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Okay, I'll be honest. I have not played TCG yet. Okay, I have not, other than the tutorial at the beginning, I have not played a single game of TCG. Don't at me, okay? Even people down here play that game.
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks. We're busy with other things at the moment. Yeah. A little busy.
Right. No pressure.
No time for card games, but thank you for the offer. I appreciate you. Love your mustache, though. Okay.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Well, maybe they're lovers and not fighters.
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes.
Right.
There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment? Ooh.
Sure.
Yeah, tell us all you know.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
There's a lot of things to talk about, actually. I have so many questions.
We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
Oh, yeah, good idea, Paimon.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yes, apparently like every 3 days, if you go in a certain order, that bad things happen, but bad things haven't happened to us. We don't know what's going on. I mean, we got a bottle of blood. We had some weird food. Yes, we have.
And did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Oh, you mean the Brainless Brothers? No, what were they called? Bombastic Brothers? What was their names again? You mean Kusato and Leveroon? I didn't know that. You mean those two, right?
I've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands.
Bombshell Bros. That's what they are, the Bombshell Bros.
I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here.
Oh, a bartender. That's me.
Bartenders are always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Okay, that's a stereotype, all right? I will admit that is a stereotype. We do talk, okay? I'm a bartender, okay? That's what I do in the evenings, is I bartend at a place, all right? We do talk, but we don't talk crap about other people. We just tell stupid stories.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
We're kind of like therapists.
Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Ooh, really? What did he do?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
Ooh, Risley's a criminal?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me.
What'd he do?
Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
Ooh, the Forbidden Zone. By the way, do you happen to know anything about the Forbidden Zone?
A Forbidden Zone?
Yes.
Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
Well, I can't tell you my source.
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
I don't really know how to play. I haven't played. Jeez.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Lenny.
Go meet Lenny.
According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
All right, let's go meet him in the production zone. Good old Lenny. Lenny, what's up, dude? How are you doing? My favorite magician. Where's your sister?
Huh?
Huh, what? Lenny? What's going on?
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be of information.
Okay.
Oh,
Paimon,
as
chill.
expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings to Lenny. What do you think?
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out.
Yeah?
He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
Father, you're talking about Arlecchino.
Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
He wants to fight what's-her-face, Clorinde. The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is
'Cause I feel like he might be in trouble.
So we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
And we know the perfect person.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Freminet would be up to the task.
That's right. Let's go get the sad boy.
Bingo! Is he around?
Where is
He's
he?
working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so
Yeah,
it's
we
only
are.
fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain.
Let's go.
Honestly, I'm far
We're
more
teammates.
impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eyes.
What if he's been watching us this whole time? Oh, I didn't even think about that. What if he's got us on like closed circuit TV? What if he's got cameras? He's actually been watching us. Yeah, we haven't seen him since the beginning.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
I didn't even think about that.
Now, let me think.
Oh no.
To find out more information, Freminet will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
6 days?
And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
God, our 45 days are going to be up quick.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands.
All right, we got to get Freminet in on this.
Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
9
We'll be able
days.
to pick up Freminet while we're at it, too.
Oh my God, sure, 9 days.
And there's just one last thing we'd like your help with.
What's that?
Though we can just sit back and wait for Freminet's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
Yeah, where's this place at?
Freminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Freminet prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
We gotcha, no problem. We'll find it.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
Well, we'll just eat some of that crappy food.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
Yeah, Cedrine.
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Will do.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good, Lenny. I'll give it my best shot. Did you only say that because I'm an amateur?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
Well, I mean...
I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
I love Lenny. He's such a cool dude.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Even though he almost got locked up for murder.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
9 days.
Stay safe.
9 days. Gotcha. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin slowly and... It goes too fast. I can't read that fast. Look at Paimon.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Paimon being so sus.
There seem to be several people inside.
Ooh, who's in there? Let's try to eavesdrop. Are they plotting? You and Paimon hide in the corner trying to eavesdrop in the side of the infirmary. Several people appeared to be engaged in conversation, but you only managed to catch bits and pieces of what they're trying to say. I can't read any faster than that. Right. I feel like...
It's not impossible.
What's going on?
It's a bit hard to understand.
Yeah, I can barely hear them.
Why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Okay. You not taking a long deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor for foul smell and push it, you fell for the bottom. If you recall, that push is a result of failed attempt at alchemy and Paimon at some point in his journey. In any case... Okay. I tried. Retching. Wait, did we get sick? We got COVID. Having given a good whiff, you hand to push it back to push it slow.
Someone, please help. He's sick.
Good God. I can't read that fast, Genshin. Get it together. Huh.
Whoa, are you okay?
No, I am not okay. Okay. Now I'm hyperventilating because I couldn't read that fast.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
Traveler is dying. Help us.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do.
It's COVID.
Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Ooh.
Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
Oof, my stomach really hurts, man. We are 100% committed to this.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Sigewinne is so cute. So cute.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Okay. For my last breath. Okay. I have to tell you something. Don't go yet. Before I die, I must tell you, Paimon, that I think you are evil. I think you might be sus. I think you might be behind this. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Okay, check me over there, Sigewinne. Does anybody else have those relatives like in their life that when they get sick, they feel like they literally will sit there and say that they're dying? Like they think that they're actually dying. You know what I mean? Like hypochondriac. Like I'm just gonna completely throw him under the bus. My brother is a complete hypochondriac. Like he gets like he'll get like a headache and he'll think he has a brain aneurysm going on. Like all the time. Sigewinne has taken a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
Maybe he just needs some Pepto.
Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please relax and take a deep breath.
Okay. Sigewinne's using her hands to palpate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense
Sigewinne is so
damage
cute.
to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
That's not too bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 6.
And here?
Oof, that hurt a little. Ooh, got a little tender spot.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange.
Maybe he's got appendicitis. Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
Sigewinne is super cute.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Give me some Tums, I guess.
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
Thank you.
Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Oh, it's the girl. It's the girl that the bombshell bros are talking about. You know, we're spreading rumors about how she's like, you know, messing around with this guy and all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. You know, they're hooking up here in the infirmary.
And she hopped away just like that.
Phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Yeah, these 2. Sigewinne just called that woman Lorvine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard before. Would that mean the man next to her is Jiryu then? Ooh, is that you?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling okay, I guess. Took some Tums and I'm good to go. Still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too.
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sigewinne says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
Okay.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
That is true.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. She has to take care of everybody. Man, that's a lot of work.
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sigewinne take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
I'm just gonna sit back and watch them argue, okay? Are they married? They have to be married.
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you 2 also sick?
Yeah, what's going on with you 2?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sigewinne prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sigewinne's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Okay.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier.
Dang.
Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Are you in love with him? Sounds like love.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Man. These 2 seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. I'm just getting right in their face. What are we looking at? But outside of the 2 of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there. Secret passage.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this.
We gotta get them out of here. But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
What are you in for? The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurer's intuition speaking, but isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Wow, that's pretty rough.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Bye, have a good day. Hope you feel better soon.
He just slowly walked off like that?
I guess.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Sounds like you like the guy.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
She likes him. She likes him. Well, she just doesn't want to admit it.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seashween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
She's got the hots for him. Thank you for looking after me. I appreciate it.
No. It's nothing.
I'm back.
Hey!
Did you rest like you promised?
No. No, we did not.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seashween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take
Thanks.
1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Will do. You're such a little cutie patootie. I adore you. You take the stomachache pill that Sejuine gave you.
Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Is it the red pill or the blue pill? You know, if you take the blue pill, do we get shown how far the rabbit hole goes?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Oh, yellow. That is not one of the colors I was thinking. Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks. I hope you do as well. You're awesome. I actually kind of like her.
See ya!
Bye! Johnny. Japanese for see ya.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you.
Sure thing, Sejuine.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
Could it be appendicitis?
That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Oh man, she's just so adorable.
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
She's the complete opposite of Klee, even though they're both like equally adorable. Like Klee just wants to blow everything up, and Sejuine here just wants to like heal everybody. Can you imagine these two together? Can you imagine Klee and Sejuine getting together? They could be besties. Klee and Sejuine would be absolute besties, I feel like. You know what I mean? Sejuine would be like, Klee, go blow something up just so I can heal it. Sejuine's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap, like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
Will do. You move yourself into a regular place, better to relax completely the weirdness of the work until together having been holding back all this time and overwhelmed. You can, however, still catch some hints of purpose conversation with Sejuine.
Places together. He's like a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong. So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, he'll recover soon.
Yeah, she's my best. We'll sleep. I got through that one. Yes, we are. Hi, how are you? How are you guys doing? Y'all doing okay?
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods.
Will do.
Thank you, Miss Sejuine.
Thank you.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time.
Was I talking?
After death.
What did I say? Oh no, what did we say? Did I say anything I shouldn't have? Oh God.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
Well, you're always taking my food, Paimon. Okay, what did you expect?
Paimon talked with Sejuine the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Paimon, put that down! Oh my God, Traveler's having nightmares, dreaming about Paimon stealing his food. Oh, that's great. Are we really off track though? There are still a few weird things about this place. I want to know what's in the hatch. The immovable hatch on the ground, as well as the questions Sigewinne asked Lorvine, and also were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Ooh, or were they? Oh, and was Lorvine and Jorie's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough.
Wait.
Tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Lyney.
Wait a second. Is Traveler saying that this entire thing is just an act? Is that what Traveler's thinking? Like, everybody's just putting on a show? Over the next few days, you and Paimon work at the station normal during your shifts, however you manage to find the opportunity to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. I got through that one. Wow, that was a long one. What's on the paper? You manage to pass the slip to busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. Man, Lynette being really good. I love Lynette. She's so sweet. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. Wow, 9 days went by fast.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Lyney.
Let's go see him. Lyney, what's up, dude? Dude, the music is so ominous. We're just grunting at each other now? Is that what's going on? Let's have a chat.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Yes.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
Oh.
Nothing weird happened.
Well, I mean, other than Fake being sick.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Awesome. Sound like everything is going to plan.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
Okay.
Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I don't want anything to happen to Lynette. Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you. Yeah, especially for Lynette's sake.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Yeah, we know about the Knave and all that stuff. Yeah, we know Harbingers, yeah, all that stuff, yep.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Yes, of course, sure.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Freminet and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it.
Awesome.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Freminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
All right, let's go see Lynette.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch.
Right.
Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too. Yeah. We were told that.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Let's go see Lynette. Adore her.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
Where is she? What happened to her? Hello? Something better not have happened to Lynette or I'm gonna lose my mind.
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found the lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know.
Did she find the hatch? Did she go down the hatch?
Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna look for clues for him. Where'd she go? No, something better not have happened to her. What's this?
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records.
Gotta be careful to not get caught while we're in here.
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
Laughter is the best medicine.
These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was wondering why Paimon was confused about that.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
Where did she go? But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Are we saying that Sigewinne is sus? Oh no, that's not a good sign. What's going on?
This is it! We saw it before!
Yes, where does it go?
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Lenny leans down to close the movable hatch and starts tapping it.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
I want to know where this goes.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Okay. Now I'm worried. The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. He really is. Don't panic. He's probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else. I agree. I'm starting to panic a little bit too, because if something happens to Lynette, I'm going to lose my mind.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
Ooh, what is it?
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
What?
This is...
What?
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
What is it?
Show me, now!
What is it? Show me! Why do I not get to see? Gasp! What are we gasping?
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
I want to read.
Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
What?
No. Could she have... Is she already...
What?
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
I told you he was watching us.
Why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Neuvillette, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley.
Right?
We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well? Like, what is going on?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
What do we do? What do we do?
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means...
What?
The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
So is this a whole setup? Why would Wriothesley, like, just play along?
What does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. I don't get it. Explain it to me, Traveler, because I don't get it. He deliberately made them both disappear. But why?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
Is that what it is? Is he trying to, because he is Fatui, is Wriothesley kind of setting everything up so that way Lyney like goes crazy and ends up in jail and like says, see, I told you guys, Fatui are bad.
We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Yeah, let me just say, Lyney, calm down. Yeah, that'll help, Paimon.
Don't be like this, Lyney. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
It's almost like from Mission Impossible, like the movies.
I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea there, Lyney.
Hey, don't be reckless.
Yeah,
Please, talk some sense into him.
What do you want me to do?
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again.
I don't blame you.
I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help.
He's right at the door. After him.
Oh, this is so bad. And you're in on it too, right? Sigewinne has to be in on it too, right? Because she's like, oh, come on, man. Look at that smile. She thinks it's...
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
What are they?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
This whole thing.
Someone, please help. He's sick.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
What is going on?
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
Sigewinne! I said nothing but great things about you. I said you are cute, you're adorable, you're so sweet, you're so kind, you're awesome and amazing, and I want to pull for you. Now, I just want to call Klee up to blow you up, to just give you a bomb as a gift. Like, can we do that?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game so much.
Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
You little sneaky sneak. Oh. I'm not pulling for Sigewinne no more.
You have to catch up to him.
I'm not pulling for Sigewinne no more. Nope. Her banner comes up. I'm not even gonna look at it. You little sneaky. Lyney, don't do anything crazy.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley.
Let's go.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
Oh, man.
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
And then what did you do? Chain her up in the basement?
Stop joking around. Where did you take my siblings?
Oh, Lenny's pissed.
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether.
They're magicians. What do you expect?
Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Oh!
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
If they kill off Lynette, I'm never playing this game again, okay? I will 100% guarantee that. I do think a character dying is something that needs to happen in this game, but I swear to God, it better not be a Lynette. She's been through too much.
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Cake man.
As for Freminet, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meropide is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
Oh my God.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Yell at him! Get him, Lenny!
One correction. Lynette
Abracadabra
is
on his
hands
butt.
right now, but Freminet is not.
Where's Freminet?
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Yeah, what's going on? Are we gonna have to fight Wriothesley?
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Oh, Wriothesley, you dirty, dirty, dirty little man. Where are Lynette and Freminet?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
I don't know.
Wait, you can't mean...
Can't mean what?
You locked him outside in the sea?
Well, he's a scuba diver, though. But God.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Freminet's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
You would think, and plus you can just swim up to the surface. It's not that far. We do it all the time and don't have scuba gear.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meropide, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Dude.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
I knew it. I said, what if he's been keeping eyes on us this whole time? Ugh.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you.
Tell me.
I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there.
Oh, wow. That line right there is crazy. That is some sinister, like, stuff. He's being pickled. That's insane. That is such a good line. That is such a good line right there.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior.
The knave.
And ideally, invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
That's what she wanted to do in the first place. That's what she wanted to do in the first place, right? Remember? She wanted to come and visit Childe here in jail at the fortress, but Neuvillette and Furina told her no. They said no, so that's why they did that. That's what she wanted to do in the first place. So all of this could have been like circumvented if all he wanted to do was meet Arlecchino. He could have just, we could have just let her in and come over and to invite, you know what I'm saying?
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
She's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be pissed.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meropide? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
She's gonna be angry, and I'm all for it.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina have already received many samples as gifts.
So is Neuvillette and Furina wasn't in on this, were they? No way. Well, they might have been. They could, are they?
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret?
She wanted to come and see Childe, but I mean, I'm sure she's interested, right? If the Gnosis is here, she would definitely be interested because we know the Harbingers are after the Gnosis.
Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Don't you dare. Don't you dare say that you're going to kill Lynette. I swear to God.
Lyney!
I'm going to punch this guy in the face. Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
So, were they doing this to get rid of the Fatui to protect the Gnosis from them getting the Gnosis? Because we know the Gnosis is here, right? Is that, see, this is what I'm talking about. Now you don't know who to cheer for. Now you're like, okay, so if you were doing this to protect the Gnosis, but then you were using people, so it's like, see, it's so gray. It's such a gray area between these characters and trying to figure out who to cheer for and who not to cheer for.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5.
What are we counting down?
Wait,
2, 1.
You forgot 4 and 3. You forgot 4 and 3. You can't do that. That's cheating. 2, 1, what? What are we doing? We're going to blow something up?
Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lyney.
You skipped numbers. You cheated.
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Please wait. Can we not really talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler.
Yeah, listen to me.
Talk to Lyney. Can you at least talk to us?
Yes.
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Freminet and Lynette. I want to say Freminet and Lynette too. Yes, what? Yes, they didn't do nothing. Can we just punch him? Yet.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found?
What do you want to know?
I'll ask you 3 questions.
3?
Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Okay, all right, here we go. I gotta tap into my memory here.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Truth about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row. I can't believe he's asking us about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strange meat in your welcome meal. Right, I remember that because it was purple. It's a good thing we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Oh, okay. If you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your well-formed meal might contain some strange meat. Oh, a half hour before lunch, maybe they're making the meat. Got it. Woohoo!
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed?
I don't know.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to
Oh my God,
work
she's got the
3 days
glasses
in a
back
row,
on.
And if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
She's got the glasses back on. She's got the glasses. The Groucho Marx glasses are back. Oh, Lord, here we go. Oh, Detective Paimon is back.
At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse.
Yeah.
She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
But she's sus.
Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift.
But does she?
Doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Yeah. I mean, if it was purple, I'd probably freak out too over some purple meat.
Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question.
Oh, another question. Here we go.
There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Yeah. We got that one too. The hidden rules of the Pancration Ring. I remember, if someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I found and come up with the correct answer. Got this. I had it right, I just had them in the wrong order. Those 3. That's all.
Ah, Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid.
Did we ever drink that?
People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
Yeah, I'd be a little scared too. I mean, is it like, what's it, Code Red? Mountain Dew Code Red?
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
Detective Paimon on the case.
The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
Good. That a way to deduce things there, Paimon. Okay? I'm telling you, these glasses make you smarter.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
Yeah.
Although, based
What do you
on
think?
your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question.
One more question.
What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
She's a manipulator. She's a manipulator. She's such a two-faced little rabbit, whatever in the hell you want to call her. She's a little cutie patootie, but she's such a manipulator. We haven't collected enough info today. I have collected enough info.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Oh!
The thought of sparing Lynette and Freminet never even crossed your mind.
Lenny! No. Oh, dear.
Pay for this!
Oh, God. This is bad.
Ah!
Did you just get shot in the neck? What happened? Did someone just like put a dart in his eye? I know you can't see it because I know you can't see it because it's behind me, but why did all the stickers go off at once? That was weird. He got shot in the neck. What is going on?
Lenny, are you alright?
What happened?
Oh, close one. I owe you,
Sigewinne!
That was a fantastic shot.
Sigewinne, you little dirty little thing. I need to stomp on you, okay? I just want to put you out.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Oh my God, you have a gun. Where did you get that? This is a prison. No weapons allowed. You can't see her. Hang on, I'll do it again. See what I mean? You little dirty little trickster.
Sigewinne?
Wow.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne.
She's a... I'm so mad at her. I'm so mad. Are you his accomplice in all this? Yes.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
I can't believe within the span of literally like an hour, I went from, oh my God, Sigewinne, you're so cute. I adore you. I love you. I want to pull for you. You are just the kindest and sweetest little thing to like, I absolutely freaking hate you.
When Monsieur Neuvillette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
Are you though?
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Neuvillette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now.
To protect who? Lynette? Lenny? Freminet? Really? Lynette's been kidnapped. Freminet's being pickled. And Lenny here, you just shot in the neck.
His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
Oh.
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all.
Time for what?
The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
Time for what?
What are you talking about? What time?
Yes, time for what? Cake? Tea? Crumpets? I don't know.
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
One more minute? Really? We've been down here for 45 freaking days and you need a minute? Clock's ticking, buddy. Tick tock, Wriothesley.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
Is it Furina and Neuvillette? It has to be, right?
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
What are you doing?
What is he doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Who is coming in the door? It's got to be Neuvillette and Furina. Has to be. The door suddenly slams open. I can't even read.
Some space, please.
Clorinde, what are you doing here? Oh, man. Oh, come on. Seriously? What are you doing here? Why are you here? Why is this happening? I said in Act 1 that you are smoking hot. Don't disappoint me.
Ah, Miss Clorinde. My door.
Freminet. Freminet.
What did you do to Freminet? Clorinde, did you rescue him? What happened?
What's going on? What is Clorinde doing here?
That's what I said, Paimon.
Work.
That's all you got to say? Work. Really? Work? Wow.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
Like what? These symptoms. What symptoms? It can't be. What symptoms of what? Symptom? What?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
No! Freminet can't dissolve. Wait, but he's not from Fontaine. Or is he from Fontaine? Wait, is Freminet from Fontaine? He can't dissolve. I thought he was from Snezhnaya. Or is he not? I can't remember. Oh no, this is bad. But don't they instantly dissolve?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Why did he?
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Oh my god, oh my god. Lyney, it's okay, bro. Dude, Lenny's mad. Big angry. Lenny's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch Freminet. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Freminet does require urgent medical care. Sigewinne's examining Freminet carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Freminet will be okay. Yeah, Freminet! How did you get this primordial water? Why did you drink it in the first place?
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
Where did he get it from?
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however...
No! I would not let Sigewinne out of my sight. Not a chance. I would not let Sigewinne take Freminet anywhere by herself. No shot. No shot. No way.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
That's what I'm asking.
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Her little cute face it makes me so angry now.
Where is she?
Yes.
How is she right now?
Yeah, where's Lynette?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Wow, Lyney has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts what Sigewinne just said. You can't trust her though! You can't trust her! I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her. No shot.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again.
What are you doing here, Clorinde? You hottie.
How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Okay.
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Wait, what?
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Wait, what?
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Two?
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
But why? Is the primordial seawater, like, coming in now?
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Careful, it might have primordial seawater in it.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Coffee is better than tea. Don't at me. She's gonna dry her hair.
Lyney, are you okay?
What is happening?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
Where are you two going? Hey, come back here. Who knows what you two are up to?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Oh, you brought Lynette. Hey, how are you feeling? How are all of you feeling about this? Do you feel used? I bet you do. God, I love Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet. Man.
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Yeah, we are.
Freminet? Is he...
He's sick. He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lyney and Lynette immediately come to lift Freminet up. Freminet, how are you doing? How are you feeling, bro? You doing okay? No wonder you're so sad all the time. Jeez.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
What does that mean?
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Is he gonna die?
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
You got this.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him.
Yeah.
Want to come with us?
Yes, because I don't trust you. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Who knows what you're going to do to these three? You might be luring them into the infirmary, and then you walk out, you close the door, and gas comes into, and they all die. I can't trust you. You're like so sweet. Oh, I'm so cute, and I'm so adorable. Will you come here? And then all of a sudden, you turn around, and she's murdering you in the face. Very well.
The Duke and Clorinde are gone.
Where did they go?
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clorinde will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
Needs a break from her work. Clorinde saved Freminet from the sea. Just what happened there? We don't know. Do we get to see? Like a flashback? What's going on in here? Freminet, you okay, bro?
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Yes.
Lyney. Lynette.
Are you all right? What happened? Tell us what happened.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Freminet. And you are no longer in any danger.
I wouldn't tell him that with you around.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
How are you doing?
The sea.
The sea.
There's something wrong with the seawater.
The seawater. Yes, primordial seawater is coming in, right?
Shh, it's okay.
Where's it coming from?
We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This
Okay.
is really serious.
I'm listening.
There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
Okay, what happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes.
Yes, pipes. Do you remember? Think back.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. Can't remember the rest of the words. Okay, tell us what you know. What you know? All right, we're here in the pipes.
I'm in.
Yep.
Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Dude, it's so weird, but it's so cool.
Where could Master Child be?
Well, that's right. I forgot. We were looking for Child this whole time. Forgot about him. Kind of forgot about him. Oh, we get to play as Freminet. Ooh, sweet.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Going for a little swim here.
Wait.
What's going on? Did you swallow water?
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
Well, the thing about it is, Child is not from Fontaine, so he wouldn't have any effects from primordial seawater, right?
No good.
But Freminet is.
They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Swim, Freminet, swim. But wait, if Clorinde saved him, was Clorinde in the water? How come she didn't get sick?
I can't die here.
Swim, Freminet, swim.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater.
Where's your helmet at? Your scuba thing, mask?
I have to push on.
Oh, he passes out in the water. And Clorinde comes down here to save him. Okay, so Clorinde comes in, but she didn't get sick. I guess that means she's not from Fontaine. If the primordial seawater's in the water, it didn't affect her. She walks in the door and says, "I'm here to work."
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
Where did he go?
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clorinde brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Yeah, was she like keeping an eye on you?
Miss Clorinde, you
Like,
said?
how did she end up there?
I must go thank her in person.
Like, how did she know
You're still too weak, Freminet.
that you would be there?
After you've had some more rest. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clorinde will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
Apparently, yeah.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
All right, let's go talk to Cake Man.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
Yeah.
With us, Lenny?
He owes us an explanation. Lenny, you coming with, right?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Okay.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
Lenny is such a good dude.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
I got my eyes on you, Sigewinne. Okay? I want Paimon to be walking to or floating behind you. All right? Eyes glued. Watching every little move you make.
Thank you.
Because you might shoot me in the neck. Yeah, walk in front of us, Sigewinne. That's right. Hi, guys.
I take it Mr. Fremenay's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sigewinne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Yeah, she was in the water.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
I'd like to perform a quick physical exam on Cloran too. Please?
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now then.
Bye, Cloran. It's good to see you, you hottie.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
Yeah! Cake man.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Enlighten me then. Please enlighten us as much as you'd like.
Where should I begin? How
Enlighten
about
me.
you start by asking me any questions you have. You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Why are you the way that you are?
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
Yeah, how'd you figure that one out?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you just stop them and let them keep doing what they were doing?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Okay.
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
Can you blame her? Can you blame her?
I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you used them.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
Yeah.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned.
Makes you sound lazy.
I assume that Fremenay has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Makes you sound lazy.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
What can you tell me about this Forbidden Zone, bro?
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
What did you do to get locked up?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Yeah.
Me, of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremenay was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving.
Here we go.
Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
The Forbidden Zone really exists. I'm going to assume that's where Child is, in the Forbidden Zone, and we need to get into it to get him out of it. So the Forbidden Zone really exists. What is inside of it?
That's not something you should be asking after.
I'm asking.
Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
No, I'm getting angry, Wriothesley, because nobody wants to answer my questions.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Freminet.
I don't care. I want to know what's in it anyway.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
Yeah, Paimon, tell him.
Make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
We wouldn't be asking if we didn't.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
What is it, a bunch of dead bodies? Is it like House of a Thousand Corpses? Is this where you're taking all the dead people, you're throwing them into like a tank? That's the Forbidden Zone, can't go in there. Dead bodies everywhere, rotting. All right, Wriothesley, what are you gonna show us down here? Little hidden trap door? Is this the basement?
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
Does he chain people up down here and torture them?
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meropide is.
That's what he's doing.
Stand on the central plate.
Okay, are we gonna go down further? Jeez.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Well, Paimon, you float, you can't fall. Once everyone has taken their positions on the circular plate, it begins to slowly move downwards. I got it that time.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is...
What a huge door!
It's a door. Where does it go?
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
What's in there?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
We don't know anything. What's in there? Open the door.
Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Of course I'm gonna tell them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
What? What is down here?
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Okay. I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
What in the world? What's that in the middle of the room? What is that? It looks like a gear turning.
Go on, have a look.
Why? So you can lock me in? No, you first. Oh, you are going first. Okay. This room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meropide. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it.
Open it!
But it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it.
Open the door!
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
What in the world?
Normally, I would have ignored it.
What is it measuring?
I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure, the temperature? I thought maybe it could be tracking like the saturation of the primordial seawater. Maybe. The water pressure? Is this place about to explode? The temperature, the water pressure?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
It has to be tracking the primordial seawater, right? Like saying, hey, primordial seawater.
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all.
Okay, so it's not that.
Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis.
See, I'm smart.
Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Freminet displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
Look at me being smarter and ahead of Riceley here. Look at me knowing things before anybody else does.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea.
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea. From where, though?
Yes, that's very likely.
But from where?
What? Forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak.
All right, here's the thing. If it's primordial seawater, right? Primordial, we know about the primordial one. We know about that. It's got to be coming from Celestia some way, somehow. It's almost like Celestia is doing things to try to hurt humanity. What is it, Paimon? What is it?
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it. Well, I guess Fontaine is screwed.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
Guess we gotta get everybody out. Evacuation time.
That's just too weird. Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea?
Yeah, Paimon.
This place anyway.
Yeah, Paimon, you tell him. Yeah, that's some good questions, actually. Why would you build it?
Tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
Okay.
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
This is why I think Primordial Sea has something to do with Celestia, right? So it's trying to rise up from the bottom to try to get back up to Celestia, just like it did in the cave that we did in the, was it Act 2 or, yeah, Act 2, right? Where the water was kind of flowing upwards, like trying to head back up towards the sky. So I feel like it was like, it's trying to get back to Celestia.
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled.
Egeria?
The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished.
How did Fostelor become the Archon then? That's what I want to know. How did Egeria, what happened to Egeria? People drove, hold on, the people drove the criminals away like, okay.
The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold.
Oh, they must have been over at Dragonspine.
Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow.
Okay.
As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves.
Okay.
But as time went on,
I gotcha.
People also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent.
How long ago was this? Like, how long ago did this happen?
Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
So what are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about this gate? It's going to fail. Look at it. Look at it. It's freaking twitching back here. Do you believe in prophecies, Wriothesley?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
I'd say it's pretty accurate.
Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
Why can't we just evacuate Fontaine? You know what I'm saying? So as the Duke of Meripide, just what do you plan to do about it? Let's just evacuate.
I want to show you something.
Okay. What are you going to show me now? We're assuming... Hold on.
This is it.
This is what? What are you two doing down here?
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
I'm gonna kick you guys in the face.
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
I'm gonna kick you guys in the face.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
Oh, shut up. Are you sure you are? You bunch of liars?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
Yeah, don't worry.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
No. Yeah, we have Ed who? Yeah,
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high.
Oh.
Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him yet.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
Okay.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
Yeah. Why, though?
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
We can just call Klee. She can help you out.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
But that's not gonna, even if you blew up the Fortress of Meripede, that wouldn't stop the sea from rising, the primordial one, or not the primordial one, the primordial seawater from going into the sea. So what would be the point of that?
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, that's what I thought. See, that's what I thought too. Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
The way they argue, I think they are.
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Wow.
Jeez, forget I said anything then.
Wow.
Follow me.
All right, Wriothesley, where are we going now?
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
All right, where does this go?
Makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Well, you guys are pretty technologically advanced over here, like crazy.
Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
I do too. Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
What do you mean spice it up? What do you want to do? Chain me up, Daddy. Yeah. I like it spicy.
And here you go.
it's like Atlantis. This is, what is this?
What a huge ship?
Why is there a ship going on down here?
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not a lot.
Not much at all.
Not a lot, not a lot.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria.
Nope.
To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty.
Okay.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Okay, are we saying that this is his stuff?
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
Yeah.
So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
So this is like, what is that movie where like the flood waters, the sea is like rising and there's floods and then there's ships and everybody like gets on the ship. So what is the name of that movie? So this is kind of like you're saying the thing that you're doing to try to save Fontaine is building a ship. So when things go down, everybody could just get on the ship. What was the name of that movie? This is a plan for the ages. Can you share your plan with everyone?
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
Okay.
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
3 cups?
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
All right. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, okay.
I'll leave you here for now.
Okay, sounds good, Riceley.
Oh, thank you so much.
Even though I don't really like how you went about things.
No worries. But
don't get
forget,
it.
It's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Oh, we're sharing.
What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Well, you know, Paimon's not going to be able to keep her mouth shut. All she does is blab. He means that my actions now would decide the next steps Lenny's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Lenny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will, but we got to tell him.
I look forward to what happens next.
I do too.
We're back!
Hey guys, how are you doing? We got some crazy info to share with you.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Why is everybody drinking tea? How come it's not coffee?
How can you be so much like Riceley, always drinking tea?
Yeah, right?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Wait, 2?
Must have been Riceley and Seashween.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
But was it the 2 of them? We don't know. I feel like that you're making it sound like it's not the 2 of them. You just want us to believe it was the 2 of them.
I really can't make sense of this place.
I can't make a sense of anything, Fremine. That's the thing, okay? Ever since day 1, I haven't made sense of nothing. Nobody wants to help me out. Nobody wants to help Traveler out. Nobody wants to help freaking me at all. Nobody wants to help me, okay? I don't have any sense of anything. All right, we got a drunk Archon over in Mondstadt. You got one over in Liyue that's broke all the time. You got one with split personalities over in Inazuma, and then you got another one over in Sumeru that's just like a child and just so sad and depressed, and I just want to hug her all the time. And then you got a psychopath here in Fontaine. I can't make sense of anything.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Do you want to know what he said?
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Lenny sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now? Oh yeah, you feeling better, bro?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sigewinne is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
Sounds good.
All right. Then
Don't want to tell
I'll
Sigewinne
posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions.
All right, let's hear it.
Firstly, why was Freminet affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Ding, ding, ding! Ding, ding, ding! You are correct, Lenny. Ding, ding.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
Yep, what's your second one?
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Meropide is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Iudex Neuvillette. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land.
Right. It really reminds me of BioShock. Like, this is giving me like really big BioShock vibes.
As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
Ding, ding,
it's
ding!
likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Ding, ding, ding! Ding, ding, ding! Number two, Lenny. Are you psychic or something? Lenny's grasp of the big picture is amazing.
You're super smart.
Ding, ding!
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
Okay, now what?
If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
After some deliberation, you share the information you just learned with Lenny and company. While sharing what you saw, you emphasize that now is not the time for disputes.
I can't believe it.
I know, shocking, right, Femine? I'm gonna need a nap after this because my energy's gonna be spent because I've been freaking out for the last 3.5 hours.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Yup.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Negotiate what, though? Like...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
Let's get Arlecchino down here and see what she says.
The 2 of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Will do. I love these 3.
Though you may not share the sentiment, After all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
I love these three.
You have my gratitude.
What if we become Fatui? What if we become Fatui? What if we join the House of the Hearth? Yo, I think we might at some point in time, or become a harbinger. Like down the road, what if Traveler becomes a harbinger?
Thank you for protecting Lyney when it really mattered.
And replaces
thank you
Signora.
for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. We can work together again if necessary. Yeah, I love these
Given
three.
your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Thank you, Lynette.
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Same. I want to move into the House of the Hearth. What was that? What was that? Paimon, are you hungry?
Paimon's hungry.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Bye, guys. It was so good to see you. Be safe. Don't die.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Speaking of food, I'm hungry. Not gonna lie.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Let's get it.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I trust you.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sigewinne? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh.
Clorand!
Right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
I need to have a discussion with you, ma'am.
What would you like to eat?
We can choose?
Yep, you can.
Ooh.
I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Woolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
They don't have the tastiest stuff you'll have to offer. They don't get the biggest portion you have to offer. I'm big. I'm hungry.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
Of course, nobody could ever forget about you, Paimon.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Love Paimon. After a while, the meal Sigewinne ordered for you to arrive in like days. Sigewinne also brought your drinks over to you. She a little strange. She also says, okay, the chicken's tastes at the very least. However, you can help calm down and relax.
So delicious.
They need to slow those down. Amazing. Free dinners are the absolute best. Yes, they are.
Is this how
We love free food.
Freeloaders? Wait a second. We did do plenty of work after all. Feeling full yet? How's the food?
I'm not full. I need to eat. I'm hungry. Exquisite. Thank you. Besides the milk, I mean, everything was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
I am.
Sigewinne, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
That's why she has all those books.
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
A manipulative one.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Wriothesley's office? When you said that you were protecting Lyney and his siblings as well? Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Lyney wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Lyney as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
Yeah, a bunch of big old conspiracies.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
I don't know about all that. But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside of his office, right? We've only seen him basically inside of the opera house.
Get a good night's rest, you two.
And right outside.
You both worked very hard.
Yeah, we haven't seen Neuvillette hardly anywhere. Clorinde?
Clorinde!
Hi.
It's you two.
How you doing, you hottie?
It's all right. Miss Sigewinne really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Wriothesley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Freminet too. You sure work super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was child's play.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewinne and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sigewinne was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
You could have joined us.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
It's all thanks to Neuvillette. This is technically a work trip for us too. Yeah, that's true.
The fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
No problem.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
Me too, Paimon. I am so tired.
Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm getting there. After all that food, I'm sure you guys are tired. Paimon is a snorer? She falls asleep like that in an instant. Holy shitballs. Good God, I wish I had that talent. Dude, she just floated over, laid down, and was out, cold, gone. And you sound like a freaking chainsaw. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep. She really did. I wish I had that talent. Good Lord.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
She's sleep talking. Good night. Oh my God. That was a cool little scene though.
Get out of my way!
Well, crowd, where?
What happened? Why is everyone running?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
What is going on?
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
I don't know who's yelling, Paimon. What's that sound? I don't hear anything. I hear the music. Paimon, wake up. We need to go out and see what's going on. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on?
What happened? Why is everyone running around?
Wait.
Hey, what are you doing?
Did the thing explode? Did the sluice, the gate, the whatever, the water thing, you know, with the thing that was like twitching and all that shit, it had to have exploded, right?
There's no time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Mate, goodbye. What? You're not gonna help me?
Hey, wait!
Well, if they're running, I'm gonna run with them.
They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are.
Hey, ooh, hey, it's one of the brainless bros. Bombshell bros.
Goodness.
What are we doing?
Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
How? It's a prison. Where are we gonna go?
Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
Okay, whatever. You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Okay, gotcha. Up and out. Then that means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, is it the gate? Yeah, the gate. That's what I just said. Figure it out faster, traveler.
Oh no, it can't be that thing.
It exploded, so the water is rising.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
Out of here. Bye, guys.
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
So we're gonna go look for Wriothesley?
Hey, be careful!
Oh, now it's starting to get tense. Ooh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
things are happening. I feel like we're in Spaceballs. I feel like we're in the movie Spaceballs right now. You know, with the countdown. Clorinde, what's happening? Wriothesley, what's happening?
Here.
Just like I said.
What do you mean, just like you said?
You're just in time. But
for what?
Be ready to run.
Ooh, that's bad. That's real bad. Let's go. Freeze it. Wriothesley being a complete badass. Let's go. Love it. That a way to go, bro. That's bad. We gotta move now. Run, run, run.
Three, 2, 1.
Run! Get out of here! It's like Indiana Jones! Move your ass! You gotta move faster than this!
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Well, what's he gonna do?
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Wriothesley is awesome. Holy crap, 10 out of 10 cutscene. Jeez, I thought it was gonna be the end when he first froze it, and I was like, well, here we go again. No, dude, him running in the...
Why are you here?
Bro, how did we get out? 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 Daddy Hydro, we got some stuff to tell you.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Okay, for what?
Furina will soon be meeting with the Knave there. You must protect Furina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with
Lord God!
her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me
Will
later.
do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Go! I don't care. Stop running your mouth and go and help Wriothesley and Clorinde.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Mermonia people over there. The Knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Yeah, we do. Let's go. Arlecchino.
Are you two the Traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions.
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could...
You're talking too much!
To the best of your abilities.
I'll do my best. I'm in a hurry, okay? Who knows? Furina might have gone psycho. Lord, here we go. Of course she's got cake. Hi.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Oh, that's right. This is our first time meeting her, right? This is our first time meeting Arlecchino.
Of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
But if we eat a piece of your cake, are you going to put us back in jail for 45 days? You're crazy.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, Traveler.
Dude, she's so
I've
hot.
heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
And you are so freaking hot. So this is the Knave, the head of the House of the Hearth, and the Lyney siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Greetings, a pleasure to meet you too.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
But we know she's not bad. She saved she saved Lynette from really bad things.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Okay, you're sounding a little sus there, Arlecchino. Little sus, like you want me to eat it. She seems friendly enough, but that can be all there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around here. Yes, she's number 4.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It's pretty good. It's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Childe said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina and I.
What has Childe told you about me? Childe should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
I think you should just sit there and just be quiet. Furina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Furina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Childe was subdued by Iudex Neuvillette right in front of you.
This doesn't make any sense though. Why would Furina be so scared of her, a Harbinger, when Furina is an Archon?
Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
Yeah, Daddy Hydro is hot. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But we still don't know where he is.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Childe disappeared.
Yeah, where did he go?
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Childe is still alive.
Do we though?
Oh, and just how do you know that?
No, I mean, we don't. We don't. We know how he got out of the fortress, but we don't know that he's still alive though.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
That doesn't mean anything.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
We don't know that.
Well...
Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
No, we don't. We do not, but there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed. That's true.
That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
Ooh. Her voice acting is so good! She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Furina. True, that is true. We gotta protect Furina here. Neuvillette asked us to, and if Daddy Hydro says to do it, that's what we gotta do. So we gotta keep her talking. We gotta keep her talking. We gotta keep her going. We gotta waste as much time as we possibly can with her. That sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
What is it? What is it?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Ew! Did a Tyrannosaurus Rex show up out of nowhere? Is this Jurassic Park? You know, the scene where the T-Rex stomps and the water shakes in a cup. What's shaking? Is there an earthquake happening? Are we on a fault somewhere? 10.0?
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Well, she is not happy.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
How do you know that? Oh, another cutscene. Daddy Hydro's in town. How y'all holding up? Hanging in?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
What are you gonna do?
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
What is he gonna do, though? Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is real bad. Bye-bye, Neuvillette.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Daddy Hydro. He is so hot. His hotness scale.
Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Like literally just shot through the roof. Holy crap. Dude, that was epic. Epic. He's like, don't worry, guys, I got this. I'm blown away right now. Like, I'm completely blown away. Like, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I need more constellations of Neuvillette. 1,000,000% amazing cutscene. That was awesome. That was great. That was fantastic. Loved it. 10 out of 10. Holy crap. I was in suspense. It made me drool because Neuvillette is smoking.
Let me guess.
He's a hottie. He's a stud muffin.
Indeed. But only for now.
Neuvillette, you stud. You absolute stud.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
My question is, okay, if he could have done that, why did he have to wait until things got so catastrophic to just seal it away the way that he did? Like, why couldn't he just come down here and be like, oh, there's an issue, I'll just do it now, instead of having to wait till it got to crazy levels? He could have done this a long time ago, couldn't he?
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
He's a Giga Chad.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
That was such a Giga Chad move on his part, I'm telling you.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
Oh yeah, what'd you guys bet?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
Oran, you're so hot.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about Arlecchino. I got so caught up in Giga Chad over here, Daddy Hydro, just going off the rails. I forgot about Arlecchino and Furina and protecting her. Yeah. I forgot that conversation was happening.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Well, it's not over yet. The earthquake was happening. Thought maybe it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex gonna run into the opera house. We're back.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
I'd love to play house with you.
Miss Furina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
Is she gonna play stupid? Is she gonna play dumb?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
She is straight out calling out Furina. She is calling her out. Dude.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
See, that's one thing I don't understand about the Archons. The Archons are literally acting like they do not care. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't care about like having their Gnosis taken away or giving their Gnosis away. And like, she's not caring. That's one thing I don't understand. Why are the Harbingers caring so much and the Archons are not?
But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalors, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
Oh Lord, everybody just calm down. Okay, calm down. We can put some Kahlua in your tea if you need to.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
But see, the thing is, I'm actually agreeing with Arlecchino here. Like, right? Like, why are you not doing anything? Like, you knew this was going to happen and you sat back, ate cake, and had fun in the opera house sending people to jail with the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum. Do you know what I'm saying?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Furina, sit down.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Furina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting on a front. But she hasn't shown, you can say anything, actions speak louder than words though, but she's literally just having fun. You know what I mean? I, Focalor, you know, go in front of the Oratrice, and what does the Oratrice have to say? And let's just, you know, you're guilty. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, she hasn't done anything though.
Then I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on?
I agree.
Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
Like, I'm kind of on her side. I'm on her side. Like, she's calling her out and she's not answering. But again, we're supposed to be protecting Furina. Neuvillette asked us to. So is that all a lie, or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated like a pop balloon. Yeah, she can't answer.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
Dude, I love her so much. I love her so much.
Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
Giga Chad Daddy Hydro already took care of that.
An emergency response plan?
Man.
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
I feel like you're lying. I feel like you're lying right there.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal?
I love how they all say it the same way. Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, bum 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 bum.
And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Is it though?
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina.
Ooh! Is it Daddy Hydro? Giga-chan?
I first caught wind of this when Lyney tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Iudex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
I just want to show you guys how hot she is. Look at how hot she is. She is smoking. Man, marry me. Jeez, Lord.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Furina, you seem quite insecure without the Iudex by your side.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Dude, we need an Arlecchino banner like yesterday. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. That's right, you don't know. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? Well, he did. And is Furina being truthful or not? I don't think so.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Iudex.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you take an extra slice of cake?
Oh, thanks.
Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
Thank you, Arlecchino. I like you.
You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Yeah, me too. The name proceeds to change the topic, brings up while the atmosphere gradually. Stop doing it so fast!
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
Now I want cake.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the Knave for bringing these over as well.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Who voice acts her? It is so good. It almost kind of sounds like Kafka. A little bit from Star Rail.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Childe before I must be on my way.
Of course, yes. Yeah, I will walk you wherever it is you want to go.
Paimon's coming too!
Of course you are. Can't leave me alone with a hot harbinger. Jealous a little much, Paimon?
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me.
Anything
of course,
for
Childe
you.
was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Childe was an excuse? So you weren't worried about Childe at all? You just wanted to talk to me? Why didn't you just say so?
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say? What do you want to tell me?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
So that was just, why didn't you just want to come and talk to me? Why did you have to like fake the whole child concern? There's no need. I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about. And you're welcome, by the way, because we love Lyney and Lynette
Do
and
I
Freminet.
look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Was there nothing else that you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Okay. Dude, you are so freaking hot.
I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Lyney.
Yeah.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Lyney's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
She's a crazy psychopath. Absolutely nuts. Like, Focalors is insane. Insane.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Yes, please.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Childe was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
And you're talking about Traveler, right?
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
I agree.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
What is going on over here? Who's this? Why do the Fatui have to look so awesome? Like, seriously.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
She yelling at a cat?
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, From the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Time out, time out, time out, time out. So Arlecchino set up Furina with a cat, and then Arlecchino jumps out of some bushes. Did she kidnap the real Furina? Is the Furina that we've been seeing not the real Furina?
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Curse? What?
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
But we knew that she didn't have the Gnosis, but we still kind of don't know where it is exactly.
I left the scene with ease.
Okay.
Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
What curse?
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
Why wouldn't she even let Neuvillette know? Like, why wouldn't she even tell Neuvillette? Because Neuvillette would try to protect her, right? So why wouldn't she just say what happened? Like, I got ambushed.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon.
Okay.
Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
So wait. So, why? All right. So there's a curse going on with the Furina. Arlecchino thinks that it's not really Furina, is the Archon. She thinks it might be Neuvillette. That can't be right, though.
I have to find the Gnosis.
Where is it?
If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively,
I don't think so.
It might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
I don't think it's Neuvillette. I don't think Neuvillette has it.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Okay, so this is like, yeah, okay. So now it's like caught up to when everything happened at the fortress.
Yes, Father.
And when she met Furina and Neuvillette, originally asking to visit with Child.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the Fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lyney and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Dude, that was a lot to take in. I love her character so freaking much. Holy crap.
You should know the rest. Lyney's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
But I guess she couldn't technically attack Furina because that would have just pissed people off against the Fatui. So she couldn't, like when she ambushed Furina or whatever, she was just looking for the Gnosis. That's why she didn't like kidnap her. That's why she didn't hurt her or whatever, because she knew that if she did something to Furina, people would lose their minds over the Fatui and would come after them. But then why didn't Furina just at least tell Neuvillette like what had happened? Maybe because she was embarrassed, because she's like, oh, I got lured out here by a cat, and like she just didn't want to look stupid. Maybe Childe did steal it because it's in the Fortress of Meropide, and he did something that the Oratrice would make him find guilty for, and then he escaped with it. But then where would he go, and why is she looking for him? Like, if he has it, why wouldn't he just tell her that he has it? Like, find her and be like, I have it, let's get out of here.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Yes.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Furina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
No, I don't think he is either. How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
Yeah, we know that.
Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Furina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
I would like to cooperate with you too, Arlecchino. I love her character so much.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve.
Oh no, I'll commit.
And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Oh, Daddy Hydro. Daddy Hydro. This can't be good.
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
You don't want to have a chat with him? You don't want to know? Do you not want to, like, talk to him? Just walked right by. Didn't even say hello or goodbye or nothing. Not even a high five.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
And what are we going to do about that?
Thank you for protecting Furina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
Right. As for what happened on our side, you recount the happenings of the Tea Party in Neuvillette. Yeah, Arlecchino was pretty aggressive.
As expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
Oh, thanks. You have enough power to force back the Primordial Sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
Maybe he is the real one.
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
Yeah, they are.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
You guys. What did you sense in the Fortress of Meropide? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Well, we gotta do something about it. What are we gonna do?
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Oh, that means there's a trial going on. If it's raining, who's on trial? Who's on trial? The clear skies suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before, Neuvillette has just mentioned his sense of grief. So Neuvillette's sad, so it made it rain? Thinking back to that legend and what Freminet said, it said that a dragon of water... Wait a second! It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Shut up! So you are the Hydro Dragon? So you're one of the 7 sovereigns? You're one of the 7. You're one of the 7 sovereigns. That was... No way. Wait, how are you human? How did you take on a human form? That doesn't make any sense. How come we haven't seen anybody else? How come we haven't seen the other ones? No freaking way. So you're one of the sovereigns of the Hydro Dragon, like what's her face over in what was the dragon's name over in Sumeru? It's escaping me right now. How did you become human, and how come the other one can't be human? You can't be.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
What? Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water, Paimon. Get it together. Get there faster.
The dragon of...
Yeah. Do you remember the other one? Do you remember the other one? Apep. What's his name? Apep.
Huh?
Yeah. What is your name? What is your dragon? Do you have a dragon name?
Please do not be so surprised.
Well, I'm not. I mean, look at you. Okay, so you have the Archon and the Sovereign, and the Sovereign Dragon working together? Time out. I thought the Archons and the Sovereigns hated each other. Like, we remember the relationship between Nahida and Apep, right? Apep was so against Nahida, like so against it at first, until Nahida saved Apep, right? And gave her some info and like backstory and stuff like that. Why is an Archon working together with one of the Sovereign Dragons?
Furina?
And what is she doing out here? I thought you were going to go take a nap or something.
Neuvillette, are you listening?
Did he zone out for a second?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly.
Wait.
We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the Dragon Sovereign of Water, right?
He is, Paimon.
Well, you don't want to confirm or deny.
He is. But why is a Sovereign Dragon working with an Archon?
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Yo.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the Dragon Sovereign of Water, and you were able to force back the Primordial Sea from the fortress...
That's not my first question, Paimon. My first question is, how are you a dragon in a human form? Like, can I... Like, how does that work?
Then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
That's kind of what he did down there.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
All right, so this line right here, I feel like is big because we've only met one dragon sovereign. Other than you, I feel like you're trying to tell us that there are more and we haven't met them yet. Where are they?
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Teyvat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Ooh!
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
So the Archons got their power because it was taken from the Sovereigns, or like part of their power was taken from the Sovereigns and given to the Archons, and that's how they became Archons. Am I saying that correctly? Is that right?
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
So is that why you are working with Furina? So you can maybe get your sovereign power back from her?
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Ah, please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried.
See you later, Neuvillette, Giga Chad, Hydro Daddy, Dragon. What other name can we think of for him?
We'll see you another time.
Yeah, Neuvillette.
Take care.
You too.
Seedwing!
What's up, Seedwing? How are you doing? Is everything okay?
Traveler, Paimon, you're back.
We are.
Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
I didn't do nothing. I just had a conversation with Arlecchino.
How did Neuvillette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Neuvillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
Oh, I'm pressed for time. I'm sorry.
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Thank you, Seedwing. You are cute, even though you kind of manipulated us and were evil there for a little bit, but...
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Wow.
You guys are back?
Yeah, did you manage to get out? Oh Lord, these two.
Didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
No.
Huh? No, not at all.
We're just here to visit.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
Yep.
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that,
oh my God.
I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand,
oh my
enjoying
God.
the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean,
so
considering
good.
how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be
So
watching
good.
you to make sure you finish every last bite.
What's up, you three?
Guess, what suit will this next card be?
Spades.
A bare teeth cat?
Oh.
Well, look who it is.
Hey guys, how are you guys feeling? Are you feeling any better there, Femine?
Traveler, Paimon.
What's up?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Fremine.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Oh, how'd that go?
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
That's Chlorinde.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
Father! We met Father! Your father, quote unquote father.
You met Father?
Yes!
Did she say anything to you?
She's awesome! I want to move into the House of the Hearth.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand.
No.
Also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
I want to move in. I want to be part of the House of the Hearth. It was a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Sweet!
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lyney was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Yeah, she did say that.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
I don't know what we're doing.
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
Sweet!
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
Yeah, we were. It was good. It was yummy.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Sounds good.
Jurier, Miss Sigewinne told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
I do that all the time.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Yep, hey.
Jurier, Lurvine, we're back!
What's up?
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
I won't say a word. I wonder if this ship is going to come into play the next act.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
They're just arguing back and forth. They don't stop. They're married.
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Yeah, they are.
Not at all.
They like each other.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
Yeah, no kidding.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Iudex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Right? I don't think that's gonna work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
He is.
Miss Chlorinde has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Chlorinde received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Ooh, gifts from Risley.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
What did you give us?
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Thanks. Thank you.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered? Do we still get free food?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hey, all right, let's go. Free food.
Hooray!
Yeah, you're happy.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Paimon will shut this place down.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight is off of your shoulders. It feels like we've regained our freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Yeah. Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true.
Snorefest.
All right.
From Paimon.
Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
I agree with you, Paimon. Completely.
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends.
Right?
There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever! Yes, First Sage of Buer, Honorary Knight of Favonius, Crime Stopper in Liyue, okay, Ace Attorney over here in Fontaine, all that fun stuff, took down the Shogun.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too, though.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Sounds good.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too.
Will do, don't worry.
The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell.
Yep.
The primordial seawater nearly rose up. We
sorry.
should be safe now, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mouse button there. We'll be fine, don't worry, Paimon. Sorry about that.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night, Paimon. Good night to you. Oh, look at him sleeping in the bed. That's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. Child's vision. What is that? The Kraken? Where's this? What is that? No, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. Is that the whale from like his boss fight or whatever? Look like a kraken. This act was fan-freaking-tastic. Fantastic. Dude, the storytelling and the pacing was so good. I was asking so many questions throughout it. There were so many twists and turns with Sigewinne and Wriothesley and Lyney getting mad and Lynette being like kidnapped and locked away and all this other stuff. And then it all came together. And then, you know, Giga Chad, Dade Hydro, Neuvillette, Stud Muffin doing his thing. And then we learned about Furina having some kind of curse. What that is, we don't know. Arlecchino pushing her, pressuring her and all this stuff. Top tier. This was top tier. This was great. Fantastic. Like standing O. Like seriously, standing O, standing O. And I cannot wait to play Act 5. I cannot wait to play Act 5. It was so good. And then what was that there at the end with Neuvillette being in the water with the whale going over his face? Like, where is that? The cutscenes were great. It was just a fantastic, fantastic act. It was so good. And I can't wait for Act 5.